Okay, folks, welcome back. Pleased to tell everybody to get themselves back. The Blues have just completed the morning inspection. They're not quite understanding. Look, officers having to tell them. Yep, behind the bollards. They're still not listening.
Behind the bollards. Bollards are here. You need to stand behind the bollards. Back.
Yep, still not quite getting it.
Back. See the bollards? Back.
Amazing that the hand signals aren't even doing the job. People not understanding. Okay, Blues are ready for restabling. Numbers. Horses going back in. As mentioned, guys, unusual morning this morning. Whitehall is closed to traffic, hence there's no racket behind me. But it's packed, okay? So watch those horses go in and I'll show you just how packed. Look at this. Absolutely solid here. There's no space at all at the front. Nobody's in the yard because it's still locked down. It's the same reason no one's at the moment posing with the horses. That if they do push, they'll still get shouted at. Shortly after 11 a.m. I believe that horseguards has been completely locked down today at 12 noon, potentially a little bit before, because of an enormous Free Palestine protest, which will be starting very close to police everywhere this morning, riot police out and about as well. And this is the lieutenant, everybody, coming out for the morning inspection of the horses. Here he is. I can get this up. It's in his second day in London, in fact. Officer from the armoured side. Splendid. Very elegant fellow. Now going to inspect the enormous Pretoria. Notice how tall the horse is. The captain's a good 6, what do you think? 6'3", 6'4", I would think. The horse towers above him. Apologies guys for the tourist coughs in the background. Out of my control, alas. Okay, there we have it. Morning inspection complete. The main inspection was at the back. This is just the inspection of the boxman at the front before the changeover, which will happen shortly, of the horses. He will now, I think, briefly inspect the chitsman. I'm not sure if he did it already, actually. Let's have a look. No, there we go. Brief inspection of the chitsman. And then things will return to normal, and there'll be a changeover of the horses. Meanwhile, everyone is locked out the back. I say everyone, I mean all of the tourists that have tried to come through the tunnel in the past 15 minutes are jammed out the back of the parade ground because it's locked. Front gates are locked here, back gates are locked, no one in the yard. So we'll see that massive flood, as I often call it, the deluge, tourist deluge, coming out shortly. Pretty sure they'll change the horses first. Gates I think are about to reopen. Right, here they come. Which two horses have we got? I think actually maybe it might be Ormond over on the left. I really can't see from here. I'll try and confirm when they come out. One thing I do know is that the horse that I thought was TA here on my left is not. TA's just come out of the stables. Okay, so TA is going to be in this box, and I think if it is Ormond will be in this box, my end. Can't quite see from that blaze yet. It might well be York. Let me see. 1 second, guys. Okay, so the horse that just left then is either Talat or York. This horse coming back on. Can't remember, guys. I'll try and confirm in the comments. I had this issue yesterday actually. I need to keep my little horsey gallery in a printed version. So if York and Pretoria just came off, we've definitely 100% got TA, Tumasi Anchor this end. Recognise the horse anywhere. Completely uniform, HANDCUFF black, but large. The only remaining question is this Ormond or a different horse? The horse is busy doing its business. Okay, so those two massive horses are going back in and they are done for the day. As mentioned before, horseguards is closing at 12 noon this afternoon. So the two horses going back in now will not be out again today. They should be here tomorrow. And in a second, once the police give the go-ahead, there's going to be a hell of a lot of people coming out through the gates, like an insane amount. Coffee tourists. I haven't heard of throat lozenges. Sorry guys for the coughing constantly in the back of the crowd here. Okay, they change over the foot guards first, and then they will open up the gates, and the deluge will begin as ever. We'll see them go to the left of the frame. Big Ben in the in the distance. You can hear chiming. I hope the microphone's that sensitive. Okay, that's the relief. Once the new guard is in the archway, they'll reopen it at the front here. People being very patient and respectful. They look a hell of a lot of people. They're right across the middle of the road. I think it's the sunshine. Right, that's a relief done. The two lady foot guards are also finished for the day. I'll zoom to the gates, guys, to capture that deluge when it happens. If it's anything like what's already out here at the front, there will be a huge number of people coming out. Bingo, they're just waiting for the go ahead. Okay, other guard is in the arches, and off we go. We're opening the gates. Okay, here it comes, everyone. Look at this. It's like a scene from The Walking Dead or The Handmaid's Tale or something.
Right next to you, mate. There is kingsguards. I've got all the plans.
The Walking Dead. See how the volume went up, guys? There were so many people here. Crazy, eh? I mean, good crazy. My money's on most people wanting to get pictures with TA. So that's not what I'm going to focus on first of all in a second. But wow, those numbers just keeps on coming. We're all crunching the tunnel this morning. You go back. You get stuck. They always play the games on Saturday. Yeah, madness. Busy morning, guys. Right, TA then at the front. Again, I'm not sure if they're going to leave the backs of the boxes open. They might. But wow, what a squish. Oh, it's a difficult decision, this actually. Light-wise, this is probably the smart choice. This end. Oh, she's got her finger stuck in the horse's mouth. Can have people's hands in the frame today, guys. It's unavoidable, unfortunately. Too many people here to get any closer. Hopefully the green fuzzy bush will move out the way in a minute. Oh, there we go, like magic. Ah, What is she laughing at? See if the horse bites her fingers off, but she won't laugh then.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely TA, remember from yesterday.
No, you mustn't hold the rein.
Apologies guys for the snooker ball on the left in the frame. This is coverage of the snooker masters here in London. Oh, here we go again, another one.
Theo, would you like a picture with me? No?
You know, picture of that.
Interesting thing actually about the lady who got her hand stuck in the horse's mouth. She looks at the guard, kind of like, what do I do? The guard was pretty much, don't ask me, it's your problem. Which in fact it is. Yeah, being a bit cheeky and nippy, just like yesterday. Starting to like this horse a lot, actually. I'm remarkable visually, but what a personality. Super curious horse. Look. That's the woman that pushed past me, in fact. So I'm glad the horse is nibbling her. Searching people's pockets for apples and carrots. He's like, what are you hiding? Oh, it's Torres sharing time. Police horses again, guys, in riot gear behind me. Look at this. Yep, riot gear. What a contrast, eh? Peace, tranquility, serenity this side, and the police definitely preparing in case it kicks off on the other side. Crazy. Lovely temperament though, this horse, honestly. It's playful, a little bit nippy, but never does any harm. And looking to the other end, I was definitely right about this being the horse of choice among the tourists this morning. Oh, she's holding the reins. Guard is pulling them away. Hands on the rein again. Pulled it away a second time. She's going to go for the reins again. Oh, there we go. Third time. So that's three rein touches. Casually resting her hand on there. I mean, not sure which language it needs to be in when the guard is jerking the rein out of her hand. Oh, here's her friend. Let's see if her friend decides she wants to grab the reins as well. Yep, hands already on the rein. Look at that. Guard pulls it up again. Predictable, I guess.
Vas-y. Il y a la dame qui est à table.
I think the horse is probably smelling the same as me. What's that smell? Somebody smoking a cigar. Very fat cigar. Yeah. Seems pretty chill. Let's have a look at the other horse now we've got a moment. Wonderful to see how playful TA is. Real joy. Okay, so here we are at the other end, and again I'm still not 100% sure which horse this is. Apologies guys, I do need to brush up. I did instinctively think Ormond, but honestly I'm not sure. One of you might know better in the comments. If not, I'll confirm it ASAP. Distinctive blaze. Yeah, I completely forgot. Yesterday I was supposed to look that up actually, guys, and confirm it, but I forgot. I was too busy focusing on the glory that is Pretoria.
It's okay. I'm fine. Do you want me? Sorry, I'm not.
It's okay. I'm actually delighted. This lady looks absolutely delighted. This what's his energy drink. He's like, bro, I want that monster.
Yeah, maybe.
Sorry for the bobble hat, guys. It's not my bobble. Oh, tutto bene.
Was ist das, Nick? Was? Ja, Mann. Hallo, mein Schatz.
Great to see some people being super happy, delighted even with their pictures. Bro, don't worry about the people that were already behind waiting for the picture. Someone else distracted the horse now, even though they're waiting patiently for a picture. Typical. Oh, there we go. Spot on. Oh, it's delighted girl. She was so happy, in fact. Great smile, this lady. I think the guards coming out. Yeah. Yep. Here's the first rounds of the day. Tori's just got out of the way in time. Uh-oh. Ah, he went. See, there's the first loud make way of the day. It's a pity it was that lady actually. It was a smiley lady that got shouted at. A bit unfortunate. But hey. Still taking pictures and stuff even though the guard is there, look. Seriously. Unbelievable. Okay, so get out of the arches, stand back, make way, all back on the menu. And what a lovely, lovely thing to hear, guys. I think this guy was kind of waiting to see if the guard was going to try and go past him, but he's in the wrong spot, which is probably a good thing, to be honest. Actually, the guard's headed to the tunnel. Now, I don't know if that means he's going to spend some time in the tunnel, letting people pose. He'll probably go to the end of the tunnel, turn around and come back. Based on what we've seen in the past couple of days anyway, that's the most likely scenario. Let's see. It's a pity actually that it was that lady. She was having such a nice morning with the horse and she had a glorious smile, and then the guard had to scream at her. But you know what? At the end of the day, she was in the way of the guard. Here we are. Yeah, so I was right instinctively. He's going to head straight back in again. Police horses. Notice the police officers, City of London Police, are moving their horses out of the way of the King's Guard. What a wonderful thing to see, eh? That is the only thing they'll move their horses out of the way for. The City of London Police. Beautiful horses. Magnificent, this one. Look. It's a cross. It looks like a sort of a horse-cow hybrid. Is that a course? If it's a cow that looks like a horse, does that mean it's a course? Yeah, of course they have to move. Yeah. Every single time. So definitely a course, people. Yeah, if it's a cross. I've seen that cow-looking horse many times. The colours are super unique. In fact, it's probably the most unique police horse other than George, who we haven't seen for a while. That big fluffy chestnut, George. Firm favourite actually with the tourists. That horse is big and it's a big fluffy softie as well. But been a couple of weeks actually. I noticed one of you or two of you have mentioned where's George in the comments. Yeah, it has been a while. Okay, back at the front. Got police horses up and down Whitehall in riot gear. Over there. I don't normally like filming this way because it's exceedingly annoying, the light. But we're still properly locked down here, look. It's nice to be able to stroll actually, without needing to worry. So police horses in riot gear. The difference between now, this tranquil early morning, which is obviously what I wanted to capture for all of you, and what we're almost certainly going to be seeing this afternoon when the protest begins. I mean, wow, where to start? Actually, it's probably good that I got out of the road. So now oh no, it's the police. Woo! 70 miles an hour along Whitehall. I don't think there's a real emergency. I think they're just testing out the engines on that new vehicle. It'll be very interesting to see actually just how busy this ends up being once everything starts this afternoon. I will be filming the protest, and that will be the last video of the day today. And bear in mind this is video number 2 of what will be 3 parts. Saturday at HorseGuards before the lockdown. I'm going to check in a second on the other phone what time it is, because I was told yesterday, actually I can look up at the clock tower. There we are. It is exactly 36 minutes past 11. So just over 20 minutes, and apparently I was told yesterday at 12 noon we are getting locked down. Don't look ahead, okay. Absolutely locked down at 12 noon. So gates closed, horses taken off, boxes shut, and chains hung on the gates. So not just a sort of a soft lockdown, a proper hard, nobody's getting through those gates no matter what kind of lockdown. Yep, that's the next step happening here this morning, people. And I'll be here to obviously record it. I prefer to say document it, but you know what I mean. Glad we got some more time with. Tourist walked so close to the camera. I thought my camera was going to nap in his nostril. I was busy chatting to the police about asking them why they've got so many guns. Hello. This is a military facility, and they are Ministry of Defence police. That's the reason they've got guns. Yeah, TA's loving the sunshine at this end. And I do recognise TA 100% now because TA has got no socks. So the other horse was a TA clone, but had 2 socks. So I was wrong on the previous shift, guys. It's very hard though actually to be looking at them, spotting them, and then realising, hold on a second, it's X specific horse. Something I'm working on. I used to have this problem with the army ranks, but luckily I figured them out pretty quickly. Talking about the army ranks, everybody, the lieutenant is out again here at Horseguards to take in either relatives of the guards or indeed possibly his own relatives. Very lucky people. They're getting a tour behind the scenes at Horseguards. Guard refastening the chain, meaning we are once again locked down, and that to me is a good thing. That light behind the guard though, guys, magnificent, absolutely magnificent. And he wasn't saluting us. We'd like to think that he was, but he wasn't. He's got a good spot actually there. Might not look like him, might look like he's around the corner, but he needs to try to keep at least his eyes out of the sunlight because it's very, very, very bright. But really, you know, I keep emphasising it. It's crazy bright in certain areas of this place. It's the guy that was hovering near the gate earlier. Very strange. What is it about the way this place occasionally attracts zombies? Very bizarre. Zoom us out again, folks. Back at the front. More tourists stopping for pictures. Okay, we are going to be over this side now. I don't want to stay too far from the centre because of the fact that if they do lock everything down, I prefer to be there to record it for you. Oh, he's like, nope, they're first. And he's right, they were first. Very kind tourist. Oh, waves at the horse. Wow, super happy guy. What a smile, eh? Love it. That's what it's all about. Happy people. Whichever horse we do decide on it being, it seems very, very relaxed today. Famous last words he says before the horse bolts down the street through the tourist crowd. Not entirely sure why they're standing so far back. Look, taking pictures at the gate. Really far back. You probably hear guys behind me, it's completely packed here. Very curious actually why they're all standing back. Horses being very peaceful. And notice actually behind me as well, the police are starting to fan along Whitehall. Okay, we've seen different coloured caps. Somebody did ask about that last week, and I did clarify. The big bosses ordinarily wear yellow. That's a chief inspector or an inspector sometimes. Below them, wearing the red. Below the red is the white, and below the white are the guys that wear the navy. So look at it, look. Actually, I'm seeing the first protesters started to arrive from my left. I'll focus on that in a minute as they go past. They're on the way to join what will be a main protest up at Victoria Embankment. It's only about 5 minutes walk from here, but a lot of people arrive at the tube station here, Westminster tube station, and walk here along Whitehall. So I'm kind of standing in the middle of the road. I think I'm safe for the moment. Plenty of other people milling around. As long as they don't get too close, they won't scare the horses with those very large flags. We're still having fun with the horses in the distance. Oh wait, actually they've been moved. Look, police van coming along now. Problem with that is that the flags are going to get very close to the horses. Yeah, I'm trying not to focus too much in that direction because the light is very bright. Okay. Yeah, heading up towards Victoria Embankment at the top, just at the top there, Trafalgar Square, turn right, Victoria Embankment, that's where the protest will be starting. Now, it looks to me like the police have already potentially been told that it might be time to remove the horses. Let's have a look. Yeah, when they're at the front, listening to the radios, there's a good chance the horses will be removed any moment. Either way, they're going soon, so let's see. There's a lot of disappointed people here actually when they do decide. Oh, this horse is being super nippy actually. This guy's jacket just got massacred. Oh, sorry, I was miles away then. You're going to close shortly, aren't you, I think, yeah? No new horses after these. Apparently, I was told yesterday.
Of course, you know more about it than I do. I honestly do not know.
Oh,
we just
okay.
facilitate what the army tells us.
Yeah, I noticed a lot of movements are starting there. It's only a matter of time, I think. What a day it's going to be, eh, today?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, third week in a row.
Been alright?
Everything is, yeah. No, it's all good. No, everything's good. You? Yeah. Half a day off today. Can't wait. Yes. Yeah, I will. Okay, so lots of police here, everybody. And they're not here to pose for pictures either. One second, I'm just going to confirm it. Can I ask you a quick question, officer? I noticed that the differences in the caps. Like, yeah, is yellow the most senior or red the most senior?
Probably called a yellow to the next series.
So, Chief Superintendent?
Chief Inspector.
Chief Inspector. What about the red? What's
Inspector.
Inspector. What's below that? The white?
White is a sergeant.
Sergeant.
The blue one's a police constable.
I'll try and memorise that. Thank you very much. Very kind. Okay, I've committed that to video, guys. I can always listen back to it. See, police are exceedingly polite and kind here. Happy to answer questions. So, Inspector. Oh God, I've forgotten already. See, my memory's like a sieve. Honestly, it's super hard to film and remember everything that you're being told. This is why I have the problem with the names of the horses. Sometimes, even though I've been told them many times. Sorry.
Kingslifeguard!
Guard is shouting there in the background. That's very lucky actually, because if the police hadn't moved, I really do wonder whether or not he would have shouted at them. It wouldn't be the first time that's ever happened. That was very lucky. They just moved out of the way in the nick of time there. Another 10 seconds and the police would have been right in the way of the King's Lifeguard, as you heard him say. Make way for the King's Lifeguard. It's the second time we've heard that. So I think that firmly, very firmly, the verbal is back on the menu, people. We were hoping it would be. We've seen it, haven't we? That's twice this morning already. What a top man. Not being gratuitous in his use of the verbal. Firm, assertive. And they moved. So it did the job, didn't it? If the protest comes along and ends up being pretty mad today, it's going to be like, whoa. So he said, Inspector, I forgot. Oh goodness me, I'm gonna have to start writing some of this stuff down. He just told me, the officer just told me the 4 ranks with the corresponding colours of cap as well, and I've already forgotten. Horse is nipping here, look. So police constable, sergeant. Oh, here we go again.
Va a dar besitos, Claudia. Vale. Te toca. Te toca. ¿Me da manita, Claudia? Vamos.
A lot of long faces if they do decide to close down at noon. The moment the officer said he's not aware that they will be closing at noon, that was something I was told, yes, it was a likely scenario. Let's see what happens. It's now exactly 10 minutes to noon. This guard is looking where our hands are.
That's it. Right, now move over here.
Who's up next? It's absolutely chocker here. Really, really, really packed. But again, people are keeping a respectful distance. So, to be honest, compared to yesterday, probably have 2 or 3 major shouts in the archers, several grabs of the rein. I mean, nothing super dramatic, but yeah, people pushing the luck and teeny bit today. Oh. Picture with Teddy on the horse. You have an idea, look guys, look. It's just a big throng. A big and very disorganised throng actually this morning. We're also, say we, myself and the other guys at film, we're also keeping an eye out for the pickpocket that was operating here yesterday. We now know exactly who it was, having searched through the footage last night.
John, it's released one. I'm not sure.
Supposedly, yeah, the officer isn't sure either, so I guess we'll find out shortly. 9 minutes to go. Even if they don't, they'll close shortly after. I mean, they're placed everywhere now, so they're going to close it when the protest
I don't
starts.
think they start 12, they come here 1.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's starting right there today, so they could get here in like 3 minutes. Yeah. Okay, kind of back in front of the other horse for a while. Oh, I swear this kid was just with the other horse a moment ago. Oh, somebody's offering his kid as a sacrifice to the horse. Don't do it. Look, the full team is here now. No, the full team.
Yeah.
So, you just arrived. You know they're going to close the gates in 8 minutes. Let's see. I mean, that's what I was told. But notice the police are starting to move down here already. They're just checking everything before the protest. Possibly, but once they take them off today, they will not bring them back. They'll be done for the day. So, you know, let's see. Starting at this end, where Embankment Tube Station is, and then walking this way. Yeah, so they'll get here very quick when it begins. I guess it depends. Obviously, they'll be watching. The second that they actually start to move, they'll close this. But I don't know when that'll be. It could be in 10 minutes. It could be in half an hour. Caution, in fact, with which people are approaching the horse. They look massive group, and normally these groups come straight through and bang, go over in front of the horse. But today, nope. I don't know. It feels that without the traffic here, people are able to push back a little bit onto the road, as opposed to having to stay on the pavement. That makes it feel a little bit more casual, so it doesn't create that ridiculous squash that we get on typical Saturdays, because obviously people don't want to go in the road when the traffic's coming. So everybody's concentrating on this pavement area in front of the gates. But today it's a little bit more fluid because there's more room for everybody to be moving around. Just notice as well everybody behind me. 1 second, let me just go ahead. Caption. The police horses that are out are fully kitted up. Look at this, everyone, look. Police riot horses here this morning, heading along Whitehall. Unusual sight. The police have been fanning out for ages. But look, yeah, full riot kit on the police horses. Spectacular horses. But as you can see, if I get myself into this spot, glorious horses, aren't they? They're beautiful. It's a shame they need to have that full riot kit on, but hey. Also, just looking, let's have a quick wander down whilst we're here. Those are not the only police horses in riot kit either. There are 4 more in front, so they've really got a good number out this morning. The optics alone lead me to believe they're taking this a little bit more seriously than last week's. The reason I'm going over this way, just for a few minutes, is to have a look at the level of security outside Downing Street. Apologies for the light hitting the lens, guys. It'll get better in just a minute. You know, very unusual atmosphere. Quite peaceful, but yeah, they're expecting something. I have no idea if the large stage is going to be erected today outside Downing Street. At the moment, there isn't a stage. However, there's still enough time to build a stage. And there is a lorry here, which it would appear, I'll have a look, is unloading something that might be akin to a stage. At the moment, security outside Downing Street is moderate. How lucky are you to end up being on horseback instead of on foot this morning? Okay, let me ask the officers. Sorry, they're busy chatting. I was going to ask them if they know if there's going to be a sound stage again. I mean, something's being unloaded here with a speaker system. It still surprises me actually that given the proximity of the cenotaph here, it still surprises me somewhat that anyone, regardless of what it is for, ends up getting permission to build a huge stage. I don't know if they are going to put the stage here. This just looks like a PA system, because to be honest, the stage that was here last week was much larger. Yeah, I don't think they're going to be building a stage here. Even if they started now, it would take some time. Oh, wait, somebody's getting arrested. Hold on one second. I've just seen somebody getting stopped, arrested up here. I'm not sure what for. Looks like somebody's being a naughty boy. I don't know if they're being sort of super cautious with anybody that's approaching the centre. I can't see anything that looks untoward. But he's being held. Yeah, look. He's been detained by the officers. No idea what he's done, but he's he's already been detained. The officer was holding him a second ago. Now he's let him go. Let's have a look and see what happens. And again, guys, I am able to film. Why? Public place, public interest, news gathering purposes. Anything that happens here today is newsworthy, which is the key test of whether something should be published or not. It's also the test that Google uses. Yeah, look. Yeah, he's being cautioned and arrested. He's under arrest. Oh dear, what a naughty boy. Unless it's a stop and search, potentially. Flipping away, here we go again. Police not taking any risks at all this morning. Yep. Maybe he's known, no idea. Yeah, I've got a real uneasy feeling about just how chaotic today's going to end up being. It will be. It's a weird thing, guys. You know this from a lot of the other videos. I always kind of have a sense of if something is going to go a little bit fruity. I think is the word I'm looking for. If something's going to go a little bit fruity. So yeah, he's getting searched here. This also is in his interest as well as the police interest, etc. The fact that I'm filming this. Why? Because 1, it's public place, 2, public interest, and 3, something goes wrong either side, all parties are covered. If he wants to talk to me about it afterward or get a bit shirty, I will explain that to him. Yeah, being searched. So he was cautioned. Now he's being searched. Other two officers watching intently from behind. Wasn't quite expecting this morning, but hey, there we are. Okay, he's now being detained. Yep, he's been handcuffed, guys. They finished searching him. He's just been arrested and handcuffed. First time I've actually personally seen an arrest here on Whitehall. After everything that we saw this morning, it's a bit of a shame actually, because obviously there's a reason he's been arrested. I don't know what it is, I'm not going to speculate, it's none of my business, but at the same time they're clearly being very proactive with any potential troublemakers, regardless of which side they're on. Anyway, let's head back up to horseguards. Yeah, the police are just not messing about today at all. They're flipping loads of them. Van loads on King Charles Street as well. Probably good actually, if I'm honest, that they're being super proactive today for two reasons. One, it's better to deal with it before it can become a problem, and two, if other people that are thinking about causing any kind of trouble see what's going on, they see the optics of the way police are dealing with people, then it's much less likely that there'll be additional troublemakers. So yeah, I think special cheeky smile from the officer there. I think the key thing is the optics, all about the optics. Yeah, anyway, he's been arrested. He will not be out and about protesting today. Never mind, that's what it looks like to be handcuffed, guys, by the police here on Whitehall. A little bit unfortunate, but there we go. Okay, let's head back to Downing Street. Now, very moody this morning here. Sorry, let's head back to Downing Street. Downing Street and then horseguards. I ended up going much further than I thought I would, simply because I saw that that guy being stopped. I thought it was just going to be a simple stop and search, but it ended up being a stop, search, caution, arrest, and then as you saw, the handcuffs. Anyway, there's not going to be a stage here today, as you can see. Got a PA system, that's it. PA system with a generator. So it's not going to be anywhere near as noisy, thankfully, as last week. Like I said before, it doesn't matter on the cause. I personally think that it's ridiculous letting any groups put up a huge soundstage right outside Downing Street and the Cenotaph. There are plenty of other places to protest in London. Trafalgar Square, Piccadilly Circus, numerous other places. This place is gloriously calm and serene most of the time. Numbers here, modest. They will definitely pick up later. Go back to horseguards and see if they've closed the gate. If they have, I will end this video and then focus on the protest. Let's have a look. It's 12:04. So if they have locked everything down, so be it. If they haven't, and at some point they will. But hey, I mean, we still got a lockdown on camera, didn't we? The only difference being our lockdown was one person. Okay, so we'll past the Cenotaph, we'll past Downing Street. We're just approaching, just past the bus stop in front. we're going to hit horse guards. A lot of blue lights today as well, and most of them are unmarked vehicles. There's another one. I think they're escorting this this work crew, it looks like, because the road's closed. So this traffic would have been given special dispensation to proceed along Whitehall. Also seeing a massive, it looks like a huge crane being unloaded up here on this lorry that stopped in the middle. No idea what that's for. Oh, actually, wait, pennies just dropped. Sorry, it's not a crane. It's those barriers that they often put here to stop the traffic. Just approaching back to horse guards, I've noticed actually out of the corner of my eye that the officers and the corporal of horse are at the front. Now, does that mean that they're about to close everything down? Only one way to find out. Yep, the horses are gone, people. They have removed the horses. So instead of bringing out new horses at noon, as they typically would, they have instead decided, obviously, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video before, that the smart move is going to be to keep the horses off. So a corporal of horse here having pictures with some kids and visitors. So that's it, folks. Yep. I'm just going to check if they've removed the chitsman and gatesman. They haven't yet, actually. The chitsman is still there. Yep, he's still there in the arch. And on the other side, the gatesman, our gloriously vocal gatesman today, is still there as well. So the lockdown here at Horse Guards is pending. Got very lucky with the timing. So they took off the horses. Instead of immediately closing the gate, they just decided, hey, we won't bring on any new horses and see what happens next. Absolutely, not that I am qualified to comment, logically at least, absolutely the right decision, I would say. There's no point in them bringing out more horses if they're not needed. Ah, good lord.
They have popped up slightly.
Oh, what happened?
I did say bring 2 horses out.
Okay.
Just taking 2 in and 2 out.
Seriously, that's a classic.
They're not expecting us to come past until 1.
It's interesting because I was up there and I noticed that police were moving that way, arresting and handcuffing people and taking them off already. And the guy didn't even have anything on him, so they're really clamping down hard.
This is going to be, so I've already said, get the chains padlocks ready.
Yeah.
This is all getting locked shut. Back gates get locked shut.
Total lockdown.
The only access in or out is through the back gate.
Yeah, it makes sense. No, it's not live. It's going to be a YouTube recording. Plus, I noticed all the police horses, and there were a lot of them this morning, are all fully kitted up with riot kit as well. So I think they're really expecting it to kick off.
Even a couple of weeks ago, we had the old firework with bits of wood.
Oh yeah, even that. Yeah, that's a good point as
So
well.
we're expecting it to get tasty.
Me too, to be honest. The guy was a bit shady with me that got arrested, but I was kind of thinking, you know what, public interest. You're way too kind.
I think Brandon bringing a mate down.
Okay.
But I've told him to stay to the back end.
Okay. Alright, I'll see what happens if I get stuck up there. They're starting at this end today, at the embankment, coming down.
So there's 2. So you've got, they're coming past from 12 to 3.
Yeah.
But then there's a separate contingent that's forming up on another street. Because basically, Judith, one of our riders, Cabby, she's been sent everything. What streets are forming up on and everything, because obviously it'll affect the taxes. She forwarded on to me. And then they're meeting at T Square till 6. No doubt they're going to be coming at the end.
Yeah, 100%. It's not only that, it's going to be a real squash. When they come out of Embankment Tube Station and work their way up towards Trafalgar Square, that area is not very wide. I think, is that why they're putting this out? I noticed that's going to be unloaded, isn't it? They're going to block the road, I think.
I'm not sure. No, I think that's just the building works.
Yeah? You can definitely feel that they take it more seriously this morning.
They're not coming back out.
Oh, disappointing tourists. They're like, oh no. Horses not coming back out until tomorrow, the corporal of horses just told them. I'm like, no, we came all the way from Mississippi. That guys, is tourist disappointment right here on camera. Sorry. Thank you. Trying to film, guys, without everybody's heads getting in the way. Not easy, because I don't want to be too close to, to be overhearing a private conversation. But as you saw, Corporal of Horse telling them that that's it today. Game over, guys. No more horses are coming out. They were thinking, apparently, about bringing the horses out for another hour from noon to 1. But in the end, it didn't happen. And it's probably a smart decision, because when the process turned up very quickly and they have short notice to remove the horses, it's a bit of a rush. Okay, so the horses are quickly taken in. The guards don't even have the time to dismount. Then the troopers come out and put the padlocks on the gate. I personally think it's better to do it this way, because the optics are not good of it kind of being like, a rushed lockdown. It almost looks like, hold on a second, we were not prepared for this, and everything's done fast. So this kind of staged lockdown. Horses are off. Boxes are closed, as you can see at both ends. That to me, definitely seems right. Oh, and somebody just got shouted at for going into the arches. Who is it?
Hey, why are you recording me, boys?
There we go. Bye-bye, idiot. Off he goes. Speak to me nicely. What an absolute moron this guy is. Clown.
Yes, but don't touch me. Give me my 1 meter. Hey, you kick me from the back. So that she kicked me from the back. She kicked me from the back, right?
No, she didn't. Bye. What a dickhead, eh? Honestly. Absolute moron. See? Police are really on it today. It's a day of the idiots, people, as you can see. Look. Bye-bye, chap. See ya. What a dickhead. There's where it belongs. Look, in jail.
What's the badge number? Kick me from the back. Hey, don't touch me, boy. Hey. You see? What's the harassing? What's that? You protect me, you protect me.
Now he's talking about being harassed and so on.
You attack me, you attack me. Two of them.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye, big man.
See, I'm the alpha and omega, remember?
Honestly. Guys, I did tell you today was going to be a strange one. Oh, goodness me. Unbelievable. Anyway, guys, that seems like a fairly appropriate moment for me to end the video. All smiles and stuff.